All right, have and have not fans, believe it or not, this video is actually somewhat defending Candace Young, and I've actually seen this topic regarding Candace and Justin pop up in a lot of comments lately on the videos, and a lot of people are saying, you know what, I blame, this is Candace's fault for Jeffrey being in the situation he's in with Justin, and that's kind of a yes and no. We got to go back. We're talking back after the Quincy murder occurred, you know, when Jeffrey stabbed him up. I always say he carved him up like a Thanksgiving turkey, because literally he stabbed him more times than a kid hits a pinata to get it open, you know. And during this time, you know, Pearl kept saying, my son is a police officer. They're a man that went in that house and he never came out again. And Justin came over for the first time, and you know, that's when Tinka Sumner Candace, because I say Tinka because, you know, those two are together in real life, and she kind of went to the door, you know, oh, I just got out of the shower and yada yada yada, trying to distract the officer from coming into the house. But later on, you know, it was like, look, could you move the car that's sitting outside of the house right across the street? Because remember, Pearl didn't want that raggedy car sitting outside of her house. That was Quincy's ride there. And basically, I believe Jeffrey had to dig on his body in order to find the keys. He started up the car and then left. And this was at a point where I believe he had been drinking a bit, because Candace was trying to unwind his nerves because he was literally wound up. Obviously, there's a dead body in the floor. But in any case, Justin was like, something wrong with your friend there? And he's like, well, yeah, he'd been drinking a little bit because, well, he had just come out to his parents and they freaked out on him. So really, Candace was kind of manipulating the situation to, in a way, get rid of Justin. But I don't know, I guess that was probably the best way to put it, because in order to keep the cops from finding out what was going down, she probably thought 5 steps ahead. It's like, if we can get this cop on our side, he might be able to help us. So that led to Justin going up to Jeffrey's car, pulling him over, putting him in the backseat of the cop car, about to physically abuse him. But that was one scene that literally made me hate Justin from the time he came on the show, because he was verbally abusive, and just seeing Jeffrey break down like that was bad, because this kind of shit actually happens in real life. So it was really sick to endure. That was probably one of the cringiest scenes to go through. It wasn't a bad scene. It was well acted because it was so real. So yeah, it was just one of those scenes. And then we move forward to when Justin kept snooping around the house and, you know, kept harassing Jeffrey, whether it was pointing a gun at his head or trying, you know, physically hit him and whatnot, and just verbally, just verbally abuse him. But then Candace said, well, this cop keeps coming around, we can use him to our advantage. Mainly getting the cop to give information and things like that. Basically, for lack of a better phrase, Candace was trying to whore out Jeffrey in order to save her own skin. Well, technically their skin. But then it got to the point where I believe that Candace met up with him at the, I could be wrong, but I think this was the Sarandon Hotel. I think. Or was it the Artesian? I forgot. I think it was the Artesian. But in any case, Candace met up with him and was like, whoa, 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 whoa. He knows your name. Basically, she was talking down to Jeffrey because Jeffrey let Justin in, like basically let him know his real name, let him know his parents and stuff like that, basically giving up too much personal info, when really this was an operation to get information and to keep their asses out of jail. So I don't blame Candace for letting things get this far, but to be completely honest, you know, you're dealing with Jeffrey, and Jeffrey really isn't that bright when it comes to this kind of thing, because to be fair, he's not really done this before. Not to mention, he literally came out the closet not too long before this actually happened. So yeah, that's probably what makes their dynamic so weird, where you got Jeffrey who's just coming into who he really is, whereas Justin refuses to do so. And he's pretty much lived a bottled up life for most of his life, you know, with a wife and kids and everything, and probably a mother who wouldn't approve of his homosexual tendencies. I mean, obviously we saw that when she had confronted him not too long ago, but one can make the argument that was probably more about being with a colored boy than being with another man in general. So I feel like Candace isn't to blame for things getting to the level they are now. Like literally, it is not Candace's fault that Jeffrey is enduring the Justin stuff that he is now. That's not her fault at all. This goes way back to season 1 when Amanda was raped by Professor Cannon, and people were saying, I remember this back in the day, like Tinka Sumner even had to put out a tweet during the episode. It's not, Candace did not tell Amanda to sleep with the professor. It was just to go persuade him to give her a retest. And I agree. Basically, Candace dolled her all up and then told her to go ask for a retest. But then next thing you know, she got raped. And really, it was more of a, and I hate to say it this way, it was more like Amanda was raped by association, pretty much being roommates with Candace, had Professor Canning assuming that Amanda was an escort too. So it wasn't Candace's fault that she got raped. Same thing with the whole Justin Jeffrey thing. Candace initiated the Justin raising his eyebrow at Jeffrey scenario. Then she told Jeffrey to use him in order to get this information. But then, you know, things just got out of control way too fast. So personally speaking, I do not blame Candace for Jeffrey being in the situation he is now. That's really all I had to say on that. So with that being said, all the Candace people out there who say I do nothing but talk bad about her, here's a video that's saying she's innocent. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below so we can keep the conversation going. On the left hand side of the screen, you should see a picture of Jeffrey Harrington. You can click on him in order to subscribe, but also hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content. Also, you should see some videos appearing on the screen as well that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy if you enjoyed the one you just saw. But also, be sure to follow me on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all my social media will be in the description below. And in order to help this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to need your help. So make sure to share this video as well as the channel around with all of your friends on your own social media. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.